When you train your child to be morally and spiritually right, you are indirectly raising any life that comes in contact with your child. The past few days has been about the 8 years old girl who was molested for good 5 years by her auntie's husband and son. I'm talking about Ochanya. I know each and every one of us must have heard the dreadful and heartbreaking news surrounding her death. I want us to take our focus from her bit and look at for the other victim in this picture. I'm talking about Victor, her cousin. Well, Victor's life is already ruined. His life is already destroyed when justice finally gets to him. His life is already gone. Every young boy out there starts innocent, adventurous, curious, and they are filled with dreams. But in a world where friendship and internet is just a click away, one wrong influence can change everything. I would say this is the case for Victor. Yeah. Victor also is a victim of pornography because tell me how he was able to do such a thing when he was at that age. Yes, going through the story, we discovered that he was still in secondary school when all these things occurred. Victor's life was destroyed the first time he watched pornography. You'll be like, Victoria, who told you that he watched pornography? Where else would he have been able to learn such an act and then try to implement it on a young girl? He watched pornography. His life was also destroyed the time he chose the circle of friends that condoned his actions. Yeah, because it's not possible that such a thing will be happening in his life and he didn't tell his friends about it. His friends supported his actions. His life was also destroyed in moments the parents didn't care about what was happening in their son's life. And when they finally knew, they did nothing about it. That was the moment Victor's life was ruined. Victor is a victim of pornography, is a victim of bad choice of friends, is a victim of poor parenting. Or let me just say bad parenting. Why we mourn the life of Ochanya, the light that was blown out so quickly by rape, by molestation and abuse, anything you call it. Let's also mourn the life of Victor. I'm saying mourning his life because his life is gone. I'm talking about the person he would have become in the future if it wasn't destroyed by pornography, if it wasn't destroyed by his choice of friends, if it wasn't destroyed by poor parenting. Yes, let's also mourn his life because let's also think about it in this light. It's also a human, a young promising boy that would have become great in the future. But pornography, friends, and family made it otherwise. When you train your child to be morally and spiritually right, you are indirectly raising any life that comes in contact with your child. Dear parents, dear intending parents, there is so much work to be done. The world is no longer a safe place. Yeah. So when you train your child, make sure that you train your child so well. I don't mean intellectually alone. Train your child to be morally and spiritually right. By so doing, you are indirectly raising all the life that comes in contact with your child's life. Because if your child's life is lighted, other lights that comes to his or hers will be lighted. But if it's filled with darkness, that darkness will spread to other lives around him or her and destroy it. Well, I hope that Ochanya gets the justice she deserves. And I hope that every Ochanyans out there will be delivered from the molestation and the abuse that they are going through that no one knows about.